Okay, and this should be the source of our overheating. I'm taking a look at this area. That's probably close to anywhere between 40 to 50% of your chip that just doesn't have any coverage on it. And the reason that's happening is that the center of that die is just oxidizing, and that's pushing away all the liquid metal. And it looks like even around here on the edges, there's a good amount of that that's begun to oxidize as well. So just not very efficient there. So I recommend for sure that we replace liquid metal here. Here's the cheap thermal padding that I was telling you about. I'll pick an area that isn't essential. But see how that just kind of flakes off really easily. And if you look at the center of these guys, there's voids that are kind of opening up just from opening the system. So it's one of those things that's unavoidable. It's just really cheap thermal putty to use, and I recommend upgrading this. A little bit of a science experiment here. We're cleaning up the oxidization here. Those brown bubbles there is the oxidization coming up from an exothermic reaction between this and the aluminum. The gallium there is getting caught up, getting more and more bubbles, and as we release all those agents. It's kind of fun, you can watch it kind of bubbling and dancing around a little bit. I just think that's kind of fun. That's not all of it, but that's a good amount of that oxidization that just came off the chip there. And we're gonna get this polished up the rest of the way. Let that dry, but yeah, it's gonna be the last of the oxidization, so we're just gonna go ahead and apply the liquid metal now. Conductor nut thermal grizzly has been reapplied onto our die there. We're gonna follow the same process for the other side, get all this area cleaned up, and we're going to replace all of our padding here as well. Okay, we're using a high wattage per meter Kelvin industrial thermal padding for our main chips here, and a medium weight wattage per meter Kelvin for our board and for just heat transfer off of there, where we had those original paddings from the original Sony design engineers. Mid layer is sealed. We're gonna work on replacing the thermal padding of this layer now. Materials replaced in our middle layers. System's back together. I'm just gonna power this on and make sure everything powers on okay.